Good morning. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts. Good to be back with you today. And I'm glad you're here. We are working on the Songs of Spring journal, and I have inserted 2 of the signatures into the spine because that's where we left off yesterday. And I wanted to sew one in with you, and then maybe we'll finish some ephemera here. I wanted to let you know that on this template that I made, when I'm poking the holes through, I use the same 3 holes in the center of this each time. The next thing that you want to do is to make sure that, see if I can explain this like I want to, that your book is going to be even inside of your pages. Like I said, I like to have at least 1/4 of an inch all the way around mine. So I have taken, this is the length of the spine, and then right here I put pencil lines to show that this is the top of my page, and I put them down here to show that this is the bottom of my page. That way, when I get this all lined up and ready to punch, I will be able to, I'm trying to just situate that, line these up correctly and make sure your top is towards the top every time. Because if you don't, you might accidentally punch one of these in the wrong place upside down and they won't fit into your spine. So I'm just lining up those 2 lines there that I marked. And then I like to punch through mine first with a small punch. And then I like to check it to be sure that I've hit the spine correctly, and on this one I did not. So I'm going to just take a look at it and see if that's going to be okay. And it is. It's close enough. You can clip your spine all together, and that does help. Oops, comes a card. Okay. Once you're sure that the holes are where you want them, then I go ahead and I make a little bigger hole. Not much, because I don't want to tear up all the papers and stuff. But that just helps to get back through the signatures properly. If you get little frays like that, you might want to clip those off just slightly. And that's from using the larger awl. Okay, let's put that away. Put that over there. Now I started with the front signature and I worked my way to the back. I really don't think it matters which direction you go. I think it's whatever feels good to you at the time. Now make sure it's right side up, not upside down. We don't want any more of that. Then make sure you're coming through the correct signature holes, you know, top, bottom, etc. So I'm doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch starting at the middle. Going to go back up to the top. And I've just tied this to a tiny paper clip. Now I'm going to go clear to the bottom, go through all my holes, try not to pull that off my needle, and then getting back through this middle hole is sometimes difficult, especially if you have this on your spine, if you have something covering your spine. Well, and there we go. Voila. Now, this is going to work fine as long as I don't pull everything back out when I'm trying to tighten everything up. Going to undo this little knot I have here. And I need to work this back through a little bit. Looks like I may have ran into my stuff. And you want to make sure they're tight. And that your string that you're tying is on each side of this center string, going from top to bottom. I always tie one knot and then I do like a double knot. Tying it this way, wrapping it this way, and pulling it down nice and tight. And then I am clipping these off, just hanging down here at the end of the book. You can save these to use on little tags, or if you have a longer piece you can save them oops, I want that at the bottom of the book, not the top. You can save them for tiny tags, or just when you make ephemera you can add these to them in different places. So there we go. Now, I did realize that this piece here, I'm not going to put this on until I finish the spine, until I finish filling my books. The reason is because this does stick over a little bit, so I may have to change it if it doesn't fill out like I'm thinking it will. So what I'm saying here is that, let me open this. This width here, I did not take into consideration. And it comes just over the spine, just slightly. And because it's doing that, it may cause a problem with the book catching on you right here. And so we don't want that. But it just comes over the spine. So I may have to redo this piece and put something a little different on here. I have glued this one down, so I don't want to ruin this piece. I can use it on another project. So before we apply this, if we do, I'm going to wait and see how the book fills out. Because if it fills out like a gator mouth, like I think it's going to, then this will probably fit just fine. If it doesn't, then that's a little bit of a problem. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Anyway, let's go ahead. I need to put this away in my drawer there where I keep all that stuff. And let's look at this piece here on the back that I messed up yesterday. thinking that it was the front and it was actually the back. So I'm still just peeling some of this old paper off of here. That's a garbage truck outside, making a big garbage trucky noise. Just peeling this off to make it more of a stable area to glue the new piece down to. Just pulling up the pieces that are kind of sticking up. So that's, you know, what happens when you're not watching yourself every step of the way. You end up sewing something upside down, or gluing something on upside down. Okay, I think that's good enough. There's one sticking up there. Let's take it off. I'm really just peeling the ones off that are kind of sticking up, and they're going to glue down anyway, so it really does not matter. Going to get that out of my way. I'm going to put that over there. And I'm going to flatten this out on my table. And we are going to apply this right here. I think I cracked my finger now. I did. Ha! Arr. Oh, goodness. I am on a roll. Funny how this one came out really glossy, and this one, using the exact same soft gel medium, came out so much different. I want to take this and go over some of those lines that are on here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it show up, but that's the paintbrush marks from the soft gel medium that I'm just kind of gently going over the top of. And it just kind of highlights those areas, which I really think looks neat. Gives it a little more vintage look, and it gives it a more painterly look. And there we go. Let's put that up there. Okay, so we want to be sure we're covering all this stuff up that is showing on the underside of it. And oh, I got my glue out. So anyway, it's a good experience, you know, to have this happen. It's happened before. It just reminds us to slow down a little bit, take a look at what we're doing, check, and then double check to be sure that things are going the right direction. Now, I just want to bring that to the edge, just so that I know the edges are gluing down. And hopefully it's not going to come over the edge too much. And a towel to wipe my hands off with. And then we're going to apply that. The nice thing about this 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac is that it does have some movability for a little bit. Not a long time, but it has some. So if you put this down and you think, oh no, it's a little crooked, then usually you can go back and fix it. So now what I want to do with this, because I want to get as close to the cardboard as possible into there, is to flip it over. Am I on camera? And then use your card or your tools to help adhere that fabric or paper to the object on the other side. The better it's adhered in the beginning, the better it's going to stay permanently. Especially, you know, where you have a lot of this trim and stuff. Okay, let's take a look. Yep, that's going to be okay. Now, if you have some glue that came out, go ahead and scrape it off. And if it won't scrape off with your finger or a towel, then a lot of times you can revert to your X-Acto knife and very gently scrape that glue off. Let me flip it back down on my board. Just right there on the edge where it's oozed out of there, go ahead and peel it off. Be very careful if you're using an X-Acto knife like I am. Okay, double check. Make sure it's A-okay, and this one seems to be. That seems to be the only place that I had a problem. Okay, so there is that and that. Oh, I wish I could apply that. I know it's going to glue on it okay. Now, the other thing to note is that even though we made this to fit to that line, it may not go to it after the signatures are in. Let's see. It may be off from it just a little bit. You know, an 1/8 to a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch probably on each side. But I think that's going to be okay. I really just kind of want to apply it and be done with that part. Might be a mistake, but I think I'm going to. Going to find the center of my signature. And then the other thing I want there, I need something just to kind of prop it. So I'm going to take this and just give it some stability there. Because I do want to glue it. And I need to be able to get to this part to do that. So I've made this longer, and it will get cut off when I'm done. And if I don't get it on straight up there, then, well, you know. So let's see. Need it to go there and there. So here's my ziggy zaggies. Ooh, helicopter's going over. I love the sound of helicopters. Looks like this page is a little shorter, doesn't it? So I might be able to bring it that way just slightly. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. because no matter what, this Woodland Signatures is going to have to be as close to that zigzag stitch as possible. So, you know, you may have to realign everything. Okay. So I think I will go ahead and apply glue here. And then I will come back and apply my glue along here. I'm not concerned about what's in here so much, but we will need a little bit along the edges to glue it down once we're over here. But we won't glue that part down yet until we're sure that we're not going to need an added lace or craft text under there. So it will just give us some extra stability. Really kind of need that up a little bit better. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. So I know that I probably should wait to do this. The other thing I want to do before I glue it down is kind of see where I want to bring my glue down to, and I want to bring it just below this, which is just here on this side, I believe. Oh, come back here, you. Now I have filled this with glue yesterday. So, let me tell you what happened to me yesterday. And what's going on now? Oh my gosh. I took a slight fall yesterday. I ended up catching myself before I went all the way down. But on my halfway down, I completely twisted my back out of place. From right below my shoulder blade bones clear into my rump down to my tailbone, and I have been having spasms since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon from right below my shoulder blades down into my hips, and so I ended up having to zip into urgent care this morning to be sure everything was okay. They don't think that I popped anything in my spine, but definitely am having muscle spasms. Extraordinary ones from all over my back. And I normally take very good care of my back because it hurts all the time. So usually I'm pretty careful with it. I have a permanent heating pad in my chair, and whenever I just take a break, I go and sit with my heating pad on my back and watch a few YouTube videos, and I'm good that way. But anyway, so it had been quite an experience being in my body since yesterday afternoon. Okay, I think it's going to work. Okay, now we want to take this, carefully flip it over, wipe off any extra glue that's oozing out down here at the bottom on that piece you're going to cut off. Whoops, I don't want to knock that over. Just get it off of the main part of your book. If not, if it doesn't work, we'll come back and take care of that. Now, where is my squeegee? So take your squeegee and go between your signatures and get that to lay down. And if the squeegee doesn't quite work in there, get your bone folder. Especially where your trims are and where that piece of metal is. You're going to want that to be adhered. Now go to the other side of this signature. We're still working on the middle part. Flip it around and make sure that that's applied. Pay extra attention to that if you have something running through there. Then go to front or back, whichever way you're pointing. And right down along your seam. And that bracket you have on there, if you put it on. And give it a good rub down. Give it a good massage. Be careful you don't tear your paper with your bone folder if it has a hook on it like this. Some of that glue is coming through the stitching, so make sure you remove that before you close your book. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Oh gosh, it feels nice. That rub down gave it a nice feel. Oh boy. Okay, open it back up from your center signature, wherever it may be. That's not it? No. Yep. Make sure there's no glue. And reinsert your roll that you had there. This just gives the spine a little bit of curvature, so as you're gluing this down, you're picking up that curvature, and it does help. At least it helps me. Okay, now I have a little bit of glue that came up here. So you want to get that removed while it's still sticky and damp. And just be careful. It's you know, refining your art here. You can get a pair of tweezers out to pull some of that glue out if you need to. Check all the way down. Okay, I think we're going to be good to glue it down over here. So I'll be looking to glue up to the little holes, but not all the way into them, we hope. Now we are going to have to get close over here. Because we want it to be glued down right there. So I'm just going to kind of go around all these little doodads, using just a little glue at a time. Whoops, I hit that hole. You can see I'm going to have some cleanup to do here. Oh, if I'd quit hitting the holes, I wouldn't have so much cleanup to do, would I? Okay. Walk it into place there. And just kind of quickly work getting that extra glue off of there. Okay. I need to put a little bit of water on my towel. That works good. And erase your pencil lines up here. This is a paper, so it does erase. Little glue mark there. Oh, look at that, it's beautiful. Look at that. Yummy. Okay, flip your book around. Make sure your pages inside are not all bent up. Readjust your toweling under there to help you. And we will do the same thing. So just going around the edges. Can you see that? You can see that some of it's spider webbing. At least that's what I call it. It kind of looks like a spider web. Oh, come back here. I'm trying not to get out too much glue, but every once in a while, more than I need comes out. Okay, here we go. Go ahead and press that down. So this water I'm putting on the tip of my thing here is very wrung out into the towel like this, so that it's not very much at all. Find a nice clean spot. Then I get it wet, and then I just squish it out. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Erase your pencil lines. That's one thing about doing things like this, is you definitely can change your mind quickly as you start to look things over. Okay, let's trim up that bottom. Oh my goodness. Which one should we use? I think I'll use this one. These are the best scissors. I've had these forever. And I did buy a new pair. But I'll tell you, I just love these. Even though I probably should sharpen them, I guess. And then it would be back to normal form. But these are the best scissors for your hands. They feel good. They cut exceptionally well. And it's a Fiskars. I guess they make them for people with arthritis. Yep, I like that better. I'm glad we went ahead and applied it. That's going to help me see how much room I have left in my book. So, yeah. As your book squishes around, it's going to take all kinds of shapes. Okay, so let me see how much time we have. We have 17 minutes left. So let's go ahead and figure out where this belonged. I think it was in a belly band, but I'm not sure if it was this one or that one. Not this one. So let's see, that's the first signature. Did I have it at front and back? I have to ask myself these questions because I don't know. Oh, I have one there. It could have been right in here or something like that. Let me get rid of that wet towel. Oh dear, where does it belong? We know I want to put something there. Ah, and there we go. So this was just a little booklet I'd made. And I made one for each signature. I think it was, I made one for each belly band. Okay, so let's go back here. Now I'd like to do something with this page. This one, somebody can actually write in all the little neat areas, and I think that is so cool about that. So, I would like to do something there. What could I do? Well, I do have a library pocket. It would be a nice place for a library pocket. So we just put it there? Let me see what we have. Oh, not that box. This box. Oh, we have that. Ooh, I like that. What is that? It's something new I made. Oh yeah. Take a look at this. Isn't that cool? It has a pocket here and here, and then two little pockets here. I got this idea from Tina, I think. So the only problem with it is that it would have to be like glued on a page like this. But that wouldn't work. Because the way I have it arranged, the only way to do it is to wrap this around. So I would have to change that idea. Perhaps this is a good thing for right here. I think I like that. Front or back, that would be a good place for that. So, let's put that one there. Let's go back to here. And let's see. Oh, I also got this because I thought it was kind of nature-y, but now I don't think it'll work. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Daisies? Oh, how can daisies not be a part of nature? Wow. That was attached to a pocket. Could actually have a pocket right here. And that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Don't know. What do you think? It's just so pretty. I love it. I have to think about that. Might as well use it. I bought it. Good heavens, Ange. Let me throw those over there. That's more belly bands. Let's see. And here we go. Let's see. Where is a card that fits in it? There's some that aren't done. Guess those aren't done either. I thought I had some that were done. I know these are done. That's not. That is. I know some of them are different sizes. But I thought I had some of the library cards done. Guess not. Guess I must have just imagined it. I did it. I imagined it. So I just need to add probably something to the back of one of these. What's the matter with you, Pocket? You need to be stretched out. I know I had some that were smaller. But what I see wrong with this is that it needs a curve put in it. So let me just clip the bottom just slightly, because it is going to be too tall. And then let's 1/4 inch round it, because I think that'll be enough. Gotta redo that one. So whoever gets this book can be the author. So they can put their name, and title could be journalist or journaler or junk journalist or something. And then, you know, whatever can happen next. I can see this little piece has to be taped back down. Same way here. Okay, what do you think? So we need to put that on a piece of coffee dyed paper. And I think maybe we'll put it down this way so that this part still shows. Really needs to be some other kind of picture up there though, doesn't it? I know what I'll do. I know. By golly, I think she's got it. Maybe this. Oh, here, this one's on a stiffer paper. This will work. So if we did that, and if we went from there to, let's say there, to here. Oh wow. Can't see my pencil line on it at all. Let's go here. Okay, let me cut this. Be right back. Oh, a little bit sore on my back there. Let's cut the long way first because that'll save us some paper. And like that. A little bit more. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is corner around this, and then I'm going to go around it with the ink. Oh no, look, I did the wrong one. Oh well, we're going to use the scallop. Why not? It looks kind of cool. Nothing says we can't have a scallop. There are no rules. Okay. Dark ink or light ink? Dark ink or light ink? I think we'll go with dark. I've been kind of switching back and forth on this album. If you don't overdo it with the espresso, it actually looks nice. It makes a nice dark edging there, especially doing a layer like this. So, you know, as you're working on journals, there's a lot you can, you know, do and change and reapply, like artwork on the front cover. Okay. So I'm going to apply that there. Oh, look at that. It was a double. Which looks better? Oh, that's because this one printed out and it has my Angela Thoma designs on the back. That's what happened there. Now I know. I printed the wrong one. So, can't flip that over. Okay, I want this to go this way. Okay, I like that. I think that looks nice. So we have that pocket. We have this pocket. I think that one almost looks better there. And we have this one that's stitched. so far this one. We have this one, no. And then we have this one. You know, I think I like this one best. And maybe it's because it's already got stuff on it. And it's all highlighted. And so I think we'll go ahead and put that just on there. And I think I'll just leave it as one pocket. Oh, haven't even glued it yet. I thought that was the pin in it. It's glue. It's because I filled them with glue yesterday. So after this, I need to go and dump all my videos into the computer. And I think I'll take I took a couple of Tylenol. And I think I'll take my muscle relaxer and lay down for a little bit. I'll tell you. I did not like getting off balance like that. As soon as I reached over and grabbed what I could hang on to as I was falling over, I had wished I had just let myself fall because I knew I had tweaked my back bad. Because I totally twisted standing in one place and twisted completely. You know, like crazy, kind of side off to one side. But as soon as I did it, I knew my back was screaming. And I thought, oh my gosh, how could I do this? How did I do it? Anyway. That's the way it goes. It won't last forever, right? That's for sure. Okay, there's that. Now, which one of these do we want? We'll go with this one. Oh, this one needs a taller one. Yeah. Let's go with that. I need to round the edges. Put the stub one back over there. 1/4 inch. And then I'll put a piece of coffee dyed paper on the back. Not that piece, because I know I have that for something else. Let's see. I know I have some little pieces over here. Oh, that one. Oh, that's an envelope I dyed. That's a different kind of library pocket. Maybe that's all those are over here. Thought I had some extra papers, but I must have used them. So I am onto these. Some of these are little booklets, I know. Oh, well, we'll finish up this card. We'll finish up this card and then it'll be time to go. And I think I will put this on the outside edge, on the outside of the card, because it's a little lighter to write on. It does have to go this way. Let me close up I keep an extra bottle of water in here. just in case I have to do cleanup. Whoops. Inky dinky doo. Oh, I love that espresso color. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I do like it. Okay. Try this again. Round and round we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Okay. Let's go clear up to the top. Squish it over here a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's cut around that. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Just trying to get a clean edge there. I can feel that it doesn't feel like it adhered very well. So my glue may need to have a good shake up. There we go. Okay. So we are done with that little card. And let me put my scissors over there. We have our book pretty well done. So it's just a matter of filling it in. And so if you're making one of these, definitely go and start filling it in and making things the way you want them. May have to stitch that by hand a little bit there. Just not a lot to glue down right there, you know, with the holes in the holes in here. It doesn't leave you a lot to glue down. So we'll let that sit. Anyway, go ahead and start adding things, and I will pick this back up again and add some more things to it. And we'll just keep going and see what we end up with. Oh, it's gonna look so nice. Oh, I can't wait to be done with it and see what it looks like. It's so pretty. We might need to add some lace along the edges here and there. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Isn't that beautiful? You have a good feeling on that side, and on this side you can write. Oh, that's a pretty one there too. And I love these birds. Isn't it wonderful? It's absolutely wonderful. And the bees. Okay, well, I am going to let you go. As this gets worked, it'll loosen up and act like a journal. Let's see how it ties. I haven't tied it yet. Easy to tie with hardly anything inside. Yeah, it's off a little bit. Not because I've sewn it wrong, it's just that it's not full. So we have this piece here sticking out. So it kind of lops the book that way. It's almost like it needs another one on the base. But yeah, very nice. It's a good writing journal. It'll be perfect. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and you saw me through the corrections we needed to make. Haha. Oh, goodness sake. Oh, boy. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.